One of the best games across the NAIA is coming up right now. It is the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs and the LSU Alexandria Generals here in the NAIA opening round. Hello again, everybody. Matt Kibbe alongside Frank Osborne here for game number 2 of the day. We earlier saw Indiana Wesleyan take down the Woods University Owls and William Woods, who couldn't get anything going because of a starting performance that was really good. Now we're looking to see that replicated in what could be an all-out show-out between Tennessee Wesleyan and LSUA. Frank, you've gotten a chance to see Tennessee Wesleyan throughout this year with your AAC ties. What makes this team so special?
Well, absolutely. I don't think anybody here was expecting anything other than a masterclass today. Tennessee Wesleyan were excellent. They strolled through conference tournament action last week here in Kingsport, Tennessee. They just sort of had that swagger about them. They looked like they were going to dominate from the minute they got here to the minute they left, and that is what they did. They came, they hit for the houses, and they got that trophy.
They were really good. It was their 3rd straight AAC championship in the tournament in a row. It was a little bit weird because they didn't win the regular season that they're so often used to, but now they go up against LSUA, and this team is not shabby at all. The only problem is in the Red River, they got knocked down in their first round. They do a 2-week tournament with a series to start it off, and they didn't know if they were going to be in after they lost. They sat for 2 weeks. First pitch, 2:33 p.m., just a couple of minutes past the time we wanted to be at with that hour in between.
Yeah, could you imagine just how horrible that 2-week wait would be?
It was grueling when you talk to these guys, and for LSU, they actually took a full, let's see, a check swing. They took a full 2 weeks off. Even after they got in, they didn't go and practice until after the selection show. That selection show, of course, early in the day. They had practice that night after they got in. That was the first time since their season, quote-unquote, ended. There's a swing and a miss, first out of the day, and that gives us a chance to introduce you to our starting pitcher for Tennessee Wesleyan. That's Justin Jackson, who gets the start here today. He wears number 24. They are in the all-black uniforms today, and they have been good, to say the least. Justin Jackson, one of the best pitchers on this roster, and he continues that way to start off with a first pitch strike.
Yeah, Jackson was sensational last week here on this ground. He just came in, it just looked easy for him. His earned run average is 2.94, and that doesn't happen by accident. He's pitched a lot of balls this year, 85.2 innings.
Pitch just misses. Umpire crew has changed. So have to adjust accordingly to that. 1-1 in the count here as the rain has gone away, and we have beautiful blue skies here in Kingsport.
Yeah, it's the type of thing I think always affects tournament massively. It'll be raining for one game, then sunny for the next, then thunder for the one after that.
You weren't here last year, Frank, but we were all over the place. We didn't finish that tournament. We had to play 2 on Thursday. If anybody's familiar with the NAIA schedule with a 5-team bracket, we should only be playing 1 on Thursday.
Well, it was like the softball last week that ended up into the middle of the night. It was a game that played until 2 o'clock in the morning.
Hopefully we don't have that here in Kingsport, but you never know. Ground ball to third is a foul ball, just barely ran it all the way out. Good play from Gil Fernandez, but it just went foul over the bag.
Yeah, Gil Fernandez has been a sensation for the Bulldogs this season. I believe he won Newcomer of the Year in the AAC, and it's no surprise when you look at his stats this season as well.
Cameron Parks is the batter. He's taking his time to get back after having to fully run out to first. Cameron, a freshman, one of the few freshmen that we've seen here. Check swing, yes he did, and it's back-to-back strikeouts on a check swing for Justin Jackson.
Yeah, just to start, the Bulldogs would have wanted, just to start, Jackson would have wanted to come in and get into the groove nice and early.
You mentioned the innings pitched, and I think the more impressive thing to add to that is that he's done it in only 14 appearances. 80 pitches in 14 appearances. Pretty good numbers for Justin. All of them starts.
Well, that's one thing that the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs have in their armory is they have such a strong pitching squad, and they've been able to spread it out across the team. They've got Maguire Taylor's got 74, Cameron Gopher's got 75. Not many teams can say that they spread out pitching and a successful pitching like they do.
Dalton Wilson is the best batter for LSUA, batting at a 364 clip this year. It's a team that is averaging 299, call it 300 as an offense, and that is what has primarily kept them in games all year long. The offense is what built that resume that got them the at-large spot. They didn't know, and honestly, they didn't care what number was next to their name, where they were headed. They just wanted to be in. And there was a little bit of a sigh of relief when they got in.
Yeah, I cannot think how agonizing that would have been, just waiting. It's a horrible thought.
They knew what they were ready for, and Dalton Wilson, one of those guys that has helped out tremendously this year, designated hitter today, fouls the 3-1 off, and it's 3-2, allows Jackson back into the count. Some were saying online, it wasn't just me saying this, people online were saying this, this might be the best game of the day.
Yeah, I mean, two unbelievable teams, two very strong offensive teams, and is that just not what you want to watch?
It's ideally, that's why we have it here for you on SCSN. 3-2 from Jackson. And that's going to miss, and it'd be ball 4.
Yeah, that is ideal for LSUA, just to get someone on base. That's what the best teams do, even when they're struggling. They get someone on base and just make it possible for them.
Landon Langley is going to bat here. Red River first teamer and a Gold Glover. We'll talk about his defense when he's out there at second, but a tremendous player. Swings at the first pitch.
Yeah, I think we'll do a good job to find someone who isn't a tremendous player on the pitch, on the field today.
From Iowa, Louisiana. See another lefty on the mound here as well. That's the other interesting note. A lot of these teams' aces have been lefties this year. Jackson, no difference. Langley bats third, 327 on the year. Another pickoff went to close it out a little bit, and LSUA will get into motion a little bit. Don't be surprised. Lefty on the mound makes it a little bit harder. That's a called strike, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, Jackson just looking to get to the end of the top of the first.
Add to this, they have 145 stolen bases as a team this year. They are looking to run just harder against the lefty. Back pick, they know it. Tennessee Wesleyan does, and they throw it away. That's going to go all the way out into the left field or right field corner, and they make the turn to Dalton Wilson. He'll get all the way to third. Those numbers don't lie, and when you have 145 stolen bases on the year, that other dugout is going to be paying close attention to you.
Well, just as you said, 145, it was almost perfect timing. And I reckon that Tennessee Wesleyan knew about that, and that's why Jackson was looking for the pickoffs early.
They don't pay me not to know. Back in the batter's box, it's 2-1, so the pickoff from the catcher goes down as an E2, Paul Teal. That's a position that has seen a lot of faces. You're going to hear the footsteps from Dalton Wilson with the back facing him at third. You can rattle a pitcher by running down that line, especially on this turf. It makes a loud noise. 3-1 in the box to Langley. Swung through it, and it's 3-2. Good pitch to get back in.
Well, this would be massive for LSUA because Tennessee Wesleyan is just so good offensively to give himself a little bit of a buffer potentially.
The senior's used to hearing noise. Can he silence them on the 3-2? He can. He strikes out the side and fields it off the mound. LSUA gets a runner to third, but he's left there. And we go to the bottom of the first. Tennessee Wesleyan looking to get the offense going here on SCSN.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
There is a look at Carter Fobb, who is going to be the starting pitcher today for LSUA. They have relied heavily on their pitchers, not necessarily throwing for the strikeout, but throwing strikes and letting their defense work, and that is what Carter is tasked with against one of the best offenses in the NAIA and most notably in the AAC.
Yeah, this will be a really interesting innings now, just seeing how Farber can deal with the strength in depth that the Bulldogs have.
Team this year that is batting .341 in Tennessee Wesleyan. Alan Gil Fernandez will lead it off. First one gets away, a little show-me-something fastball up in the top part of the zone.
That is a man who is throwing it as hard as he can.
Respect my authority.
Welcome to the game.
1-0 downstairs, and it's going to go to 2-0 here on Gil Fernandez, the third baseman today for head coach Billy Berry. High fly ball, left center field, back at the wall, looking up, it's gone! A home run and a leadoff variety for Alan Gil Fernandez. #12th homer of the year for Alan.
And that's his response. Welcome to the game. Back to the pitcher. Straight in. No messing around. And that's that offense that we've seen serve Tennessee Wesleyan so well this year.
Imagine the momentum that the Bulldog bench is feeling right now. That one's upstairs again, this time on Rob Gordon.
Yeah, the Tennessee Wesleyan bench, they're so loud and they're so celebrating everything. We saw that last week. And I mean, when you give them stuff to celebrate nice and early.
We were here for the AAC championship, the tournament, with SCSN, and you could really tell that that was the turning point, and that's what Coach Barry says was the turning point as well. They've been dealing with injuries. You might remember early in the year, Tennessee Wesleyan was 11-0 at one point, one of the best teams in the nation. Then they got riddled with injuries, and it was important guys. It wasn't just here and there's. It was month-long injuries that they had to fight through. Just to get to this point, 2-1. Ground ball picked up at third. Thibodeau throws it over in time, and that will be the first out for LSUA.
Yeah, that's a good response there from them. Just to try and pause the momentum as much as you can after a tough start like that.
Josh Shelley.
They could do with stopping him before he gets going today, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's one of the best, not just on this team, but in the country. Batting a nice .415 on the season, and that's, of course, Josh at one point was one of those players that went down for a month, so a little bit of a smaller sample size in comparison to some of the others around the country, but still, he's got a track record that backs him up from years prior.
Yeah, and he started the season so successfully before injury as well. I remember he had the first 3 Player of the Weeks in the AAC. Not many people can say they've got that.
It's hard to do because there's so many talented players in the AAC. Think about it, they have 4 teams in the opening round. Not to say that LSUA doesn't have a couple of those guys as well, because the Red River Conference was arguably the toughest conference for anybody this year. They had 5 teams get into the tournament. Ground ball. Nice play over there at third. The coach over there, I believe, I don't have the third base and first base coaching assignments, but I believe that is Daniel Wood. Or sorry, that might be Logan Fleener. That one's going to get away, make the count 3-2. Carter, a senior from Houma, Louisiana. Three-two count. Shelley fouls it away, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, this is a nice little battle here between Farber and Shelley.
Another one fouled away. This is going to be that battle that you're going to see. Both these teams trying not to use as much pitching. The bonus for both of these teams today is they know that this is the only game they're playing. Indiana Wesleyan, albeit they had a complete game and didn't have to worry too much about it, they are playing a second game today. William Woods will play tomorrow in an elimination game. It's a walk, and we will see Balanilla.
Well, that's the joys of tournament play, isn't it? You have to be strategic almost to see what pitcher you're going to use for what game, because you want to use your best pitchers, but then if they're out of the biggest game.
Ball got away, and Shelley thought about taking off, but he held instead. So, you know, we talk about it a little bit, but Indiana Wesleyan wins, so they advance to nightcap, the nightcap here at 6 p.m. William Woods will play the loser of this game in an elimination game tomorrow, bright and early, 11 a.m. here in Kingsport. That's a 3-game day. with Game 5 being the 2 winners from today. That sets them up in the driver's seat, and here comes the head coach for the Alexandria Generals. This is Cody Gautreaux. He's in his 4th season officially as the head coach. It's actually his 5th season in that spot. He was the interim coach back in 2022. Coincidentally, that was the last time the LSU Alexandria had made the tournament. Let's take a look at some stats here for the Generals and the Bulldogs. You can see their record, 2 really good teams, and the averages are right up there together with each other, and they've been as good as ever. It's the pitching that's a little bit of a difference for LSU Alexandria, but in this game so far, the Bulldog offense has jumped them.
Yeah, the Bulldogs came out and had the perfect start. But if you look at those stats, they're very close. This is why this is the most anticipated game of the day.
(2-0) upstairs. It's 3-0.
It's been a tough start for the pitcher here. And it doesn't help that the Bulldogs cheering every little thing.
They don't wait. Tennessee Wesleyan, 19 in the RPI. Strength of schedule at 69. They were 2-7 in the quad 1. Look at Alexandria, 27th in the RPI, 91 in strength of schedule, 7-7 though in the quad 1. And that 7-7 record was part of the reason they're here today. High fly ball, center field. Going back is LeBrouillet. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. Colton Reynolds, the scheduled batter.
Yeah, there was just a second there where it seemed a little bit worrying, but
it's the place that we are in, Kingsport, Tennessee, Hunter Wright Stadium, and it plays in a weird look. You might see a ball go up, and it will come right back down. That's going to be a stolen base for Shelley, with the catcher not being able to hang on, Evan Rolfes-Schandl.
yeah, we spoke about how good LSUA are at stealing bases, but there's Josh Shelley saying, anything you can do, I can do better.
It's going to be down. It's going to go to 2-0. It's a 12th stolen base for Josh. Hasn't been caught yet this year. Another pitch misses, and it's going to go 3-0 here on Colton Reynolds, who in his own right has been really good this year. And 380. Called strike.
Well, that's just the thing with the Bulldog lineup, that even the end of the lineup, even the end of the batting order is still batting very high. Like, most of the team are above 300 batting.
Colton Reynolds is the 5 spot in the lineup, so the middle of the order here with 3-1. Swings, base hit. This is going to get another run in for Tennessee Wesleyan. Picked up, and Colton Reynolds does exactly what he does best, and that's get base knocks and score RBIs.
Yeah, job done there. Nice, powerful hit. Bring Shelley home.
It went right back up the middle. Sun is shining. You can see it here in Kingsport. It is about 65 degrees here. Feels a little bit warmer than I think the temperature suggests. Espinoza, the batter. I'm going to mess up some wasp here at some point. 0-1. Bob trying to get back into it. That's going to be sent out to center field. That should get him out of this inning. LeBrouillet is there. He'll make the catch, and that will do it for the home half of the first inning. Tennessee Wesleyan is able to get 2 across, courtesy of a solo home run and then an RBI single from Colton Reynolds and the home run from Gil Fernandez. We head to the second. Wesleyan in front, 2-0. We move to the second here on SESN. LSU A, the Generals, and the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan already locked up. Tennessee Wesleyan gets 2 runs in the bottom of the first, and they send Justin Jackson back out, who struck out the side back in the first inning. Kratzer leads us off here for LSU A, 5, 6, 7 in the lineup.
Yeah, Kratzer, another one of the Generals' stronger attackers, .298 batting average.
That's a fly ball out into shallow center field. Making the play is Rob Gordon, who's back and solidified that shortstop spot.
Yeah, Gordon was so good last week. So, I mean, I feel like I'm saying they were all so good. Gordon did win the tournament MVP.
You kind of have to be good to be able to do that, right? My favorite thing, folks, and he doesn't know I'm going to say this, but I love having somebody from across the pond because now the batter is the attacker, and I love that. I think that's an awesome way to put it. Think a little that relationship between soccer and baseball and the attacker in the box.
Yeah, attack versus defense in my eyes.
It's awesome. World Cup right around the corner. We were talking about that in between games. What is it, a month? Less than a month at this point, right? Less than a month.
Yeah, pretty much. Round the corner.
Trevor Dooley. Fouled it off, and it's 1-2 quickly on him. .263 on the year. The 1-2. Fouls it to stay alive. Team that has played 48 games, Trevor's played in 43 of them. He lifts one out to left field. This is going to be right at the left fielder, Ethan Wright. That looked like it had some legs to it. But again, sometimes here in Kingsport, those line drives get knocked down rather quickly. Even on a day like today where there's no wind, this ballpark plays a little bit bigger than what it even looks, and the high walls don't help that either.
Yeah, those fences, I mean, there's that one bit that's even higher, which, I mean, Gil Fernandez didn't mind, but generally good for the defense.
The Tennessee Wesleyan folks know this place well. If you've been keeping tabs on them all year, you know exactly how this field plays. But for our folks from Louisiana, big ballpark, even with the numbers, but plays even bigger than that. It is definitely pitchers friendly, but there are moments where a batter can make it feel small. 330 about down the line, 375, really 380 to the power alleys, and then 410 to dead center field. That one heads to the power alley and shallow left, and it will be caught by Ethan Wright. 1-2-3 inning for Justin Jackson. Exactly what the doctor ordered after putting up 2 runs in the first. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Our score, 2-0, Tennessee Wesleyan.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
The Baze Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Baze Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at SESNsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back here on SESN. Tennessee Wesleyan looking to get back to work offensively. LSU Alexandria looking to shut them down.
Yeah, the Bulldogs came out of the blocks absolutely flying. Home run the first at-bat. Followed that in with the RBI single, seeing Shelley double the lead. And I'm sure they're not going to take their foot off the gas at all.
Yeah, no reason to in games like this. You're really trying to, almost in a way, you want to get done with the game as soon as possible. And that it's not to say that you're disrespectful to the game or whatever you might think that means, but you want to get it so you don't have to waste your pitching or use more arms than necessary.
Yeah, tournament plays a different animal. The quick turnarounds, the having to be strategic as to who you use and when you use them, and how long you use them for.
Saw that with William Woods. His 4-pitch walk to Ethan Wright to lead us off here in the second. But you also have to have that debate internally with your staff. And obviously, this is early in the game. There's no reason to take Carter Fab out right now, and you can eat some innings here. But at some point, you have to question: is it better to leave a pitcher in who is quote unquote struggling versus bringing a new arm in and putting a sort of limit on that arm for future appearances?
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one because you don't want someone that's struggling, but if you're going to have another game, you don't want to waste 2 pitchers now and then have to have your third choice in later on. It's a difficult one. Well, we saw with Indiana Wesleyan, their pitcher pitched for the whole game, and he was brilliant. So
yeah, complete game. That will help out the pitch count. High fly ball, home run in a silo. But here in Kingsport, it will be a foul out to Shea Thibodeau. I'll put one up on the board here for Reese Jordan, who is the rare designated hitter in the 9 spot for Tennessee Wesleyan.
yeah, Jordan played in 44 games with a .288 batting average.
First pitch is a ball.
Crazy. He's one of only 5 players in the entire batting roster below a .3. That's ridiculous.
The 1-0. And he's right there, called strike. He's right at that plateau, though.
Yeah.
And they've been able to work around that. LSU Alexandria, though, relies heavily on their defense to make plays, and they've done so all year long. It's a team that's fielding .954 this year. They've also churned 30 double plays. Would love to make it 31 right now. 2-1. Runner takes off. It's a fly ball in the air. Got to get back. Might have enough time. It was in the air just long enough for Lane Pathan to fall under.
Yeah, and he knew the minute he hit that, he did not even move from where he was when he hit the ball. He knew that was up and straight into hands.
The only thing he had to do there was Ethan Wright had to get back immediately. If that was a not hit as high, that might have been a double play right on cue.
Yeah, the height just gave him that extra time to get back, recover.
Alan Gil Fernandez, who hit a very long fly ball in his first at-bat to lead off the game for Tennessee Wesleyan. His 12th homer of the year. Pick off, not in time, looked very close. That's as close as you can get for a right-handed pickoff. 0-1 on Gil Fernandez. Runner takes off. It's going to get back all the way to the backstop. Another miss for Fab.
The last time we saw someone steal from first to second, they made it home for the Bulldogs.
They get the runner in scoring position, and Tennessee usually has a knack for knocking them in. One with 2 outs. Check swing got through the wickets. That's going to make it 2-1, runner all the way to third now.
I feel like the best word to describe them is relentless. Anytime there's any even sliver of an opportunity to steal or to be aggressive, Tennessee Wesleyan always take advantage of it.
It's part of those good secondaries. 2-1. Just missed, and it's 3-1. Carter trying to get back in. Ground ball foul, and it's going to be 3-2. There's been a couple of good plays by the Tennessee Wesleyan dugout and coaching staff on foul balls.
And 2 big celebrations as well from the rest of the dugout.
Not sure who that is. Made a fine play.
We'll see him in the infield next game.
Yeah. 3-2. 2 outs. Called strike 3. Needed to strand the runner, and Carter Fabe did. Good strike 3 on a looking strikeout, and it is 2-0 as we head to the 3rd here from Kingsport.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry and a lot of hungry people to feed. Krause Family Ford. Passion drives purpose.
Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Buffalo's Cafe for the football season.
Third inning here on SESN. Excited to have you with us. These two teams looking to advance to the winner's side of the Kingsport bracket. 2 seed versus the 3 seed. Tennessee Wesleyan currently ranked in the last rankings at number 16. And it's for base hits like that for LSU and Alexandria that got them to be the 3 seed here in the Kingsport. One that they didn't know they were going to be in. Base hit for Evan Rafashandel, who has been really good behind the plate. But, you know, I got a chance to talk to the coaching staff for LSU Alexandria and talk to a guy like Cody Gautreaux, who came to this school, played 4 years here, went to 2 regionals himself, 2 opening rounds himself in his time as a player, now in his second as the coach. And he said this one was a lot weirder than all those other ones. Those other ones we knew we were going to be in. We just didn't know where. We knew we were in, though. And this time around, we had no idea. We thought our season was over 2 weeks ago while we were sitting in our first round of the conference tournament. Pickoff goes over. And they were down in Texas. They're facing Texas and Louisiana and lost that series, so knocked out of the tournament. So they had no idea what was going on. So when the tournament selection show rolls around and they're sitting and watching, they don't know their faith. Ground ball to third, gobbled up, thrown over to first, second, and double play for Tennessee Wesleyan. He races the base runner and gets a couple outs on the board, and Justin Jackson's loving it here for him and his squad. Another traditional 5-4-3.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant way to recover from an early base hit, is to just respond and get him out and get his mate out at the same time.
Cade LeBrouillet is going to bat here, but finishing up that thought on LSU and Alexandria for their foul ball. They were excited. And you can use the term, I think a lot of people, and myself including, use the term house money a little too much. And this isn't house money by any chance. They definitely earn the right to be here. But it's almost in that way a little bit more relaxing because there's no expectations. They're not a conference tournament champion. They weren't a regular season champion, but they're still here.
Yeah, they're essentially playing without the pressure. No one was really expecting the season to be continued. Like you said, they've stopped for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This is almost go out and enjoy it while you can. You thought you were going to be sat there probably home for summer, but you're still out. You're playing with your mates, and you get a chance to carry the season on. It's a second life, really.
We'll talk a little bit more about that second life when we come back here on SESN. 1, 2, 3 with the double play for Tennessee Wesleyan.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at SESNsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Bottom of the third inning here on SESN. Carter Fobb gets back to work here in Kingsport, Tennessee, home of the Kingsport X-Men, as well as high school baseball, college baseball, all of the sorts. Here at Hunter Wright Stadium, former minor league ballpark before it turned into a summer league ballpark. There's actually a wall here in Kingsport of all the old players that played in Kingsport across a multitude of different teams and organizations and where they ended up. At one point, the Nationals had a farm system here. The Mets, part of their farm system was here. A lot of history here in Hunter Wright Stadium.
Yeah, and it's a brilliant setup here, the facilities. You're not surprised that so many good teams and so many good players have played here at all.
Called strike, and it's 1-2. Leadoff hitter here in the third is Rob Gordon. He grounded out to third back in his first at-bat. 2-0 is our score. Foul ball by Rob, and it's 1-2. He's another one of those guys that went down for a month in the middle of the season. And really, now, every team is dealing with some sort of injury bug at the end of the season. They typically always are. Yeah. But for the most part, both of these teams are as healthy as you can be and playing some of their best baseball.
Well, that's the most important, that you're there and you're fit when you have to be. You have to peak at the right time. That's the most important thing about being a college athlete. The seasons are so intense. You have to be there at the right time.
Swinging strikeout of Rob Gordon for the first out here in the third, and we've seen Carter really settle in here over the past couple of innings since giving up the first two runs in the first inning.
Yeah, he had a tough start, but I feel like it would do the world of good for your confidence to get some people out, the guy who got the home run against you, he struck him out. He's right in the wrongs from the first innings, for sure.
Called strike, and it's 0-1 to start off the at-bat with Josh Shelley. You know, we were asking and talking to Coach before the game, and Tennessee Wesleyan is as battle tested as you can be. They went through their conference tournament, won their conference tournament, but people sleep on the end of the schedule for LSU Alexandria and what they had to do in the Red River. They had to take on, in the final few series, think about this, A&M Victoria, Louisiana Christian, Our Lady of the Lake, and then Texas A&M, Texarkana. Some of the toughest opponents in the Red River, and that was their back end of the schedule. Nothing easy. There wasn't a give-me conference slate at the back end of 3-game series. You had to go out and face the best, and part of that is what got them in.
Well, I think that's a brilliant thing coming into tournament play, because you'll be playing against the best teams. It's not like you've been playing weaker teams, and now you have to up it. You've been playing the best teams, so now just carry on. It's the same as you've been doing for the last couple of weeks.
Check swing on Shelley is called a strike, and it's going to be 2-2. That's the benefit, too. A lot of people talk about the Red River, and a couple other conferences have to deal with it as well, but there's a lot of teams in some of these conferences, so you don't get a lot of non-conference play. But when you're in a conference like the Red River and the teams are as good as they are, it almost doesn't matter. You can almost work around it a little bit.
Well, yeah, between these two, between both teams, they've got 9 from both conferences in national tournament, which does that not show how the quality we've got in these two guys' divisions?
We're talking about the waiting that LSUA had to do. Shelley sends it out to right field, has opposite field power, gets it all the way to the warning track, and there's an example of how this field will typically knock stuff down. That had a lot of power behind it, and it's just a long fly out.
Yeah, that looked very promising off the back, and thought it was going to be something for the Bulldogs, but yeah, like you said, it's not one for batters, that's for sure.
Well, Ania is going to bat here. LSU was just happy that Kingsport was the second region announced, and that's the one that they were in. They said they were able to, after the Kingsport regional was announced and they knew who they were with, they were able to kind of just they didn't have to finish the selection show. To say they were able to go and practice right after, go get in the cages, and they didn't have anything official for about 2 weeks.
Well, we spoke about how Tennessee Wesleyan were playing here just recently. Do you think that's a massive advantage, having played on the field, having consistently won on this field just weeks ago?
Well, I can tell you this. I don't have to answer that from my personal standpoint, because Billy talked about that a little bit with me, and Billy Berry, the head coach, of course, for Tennessee Wesleyan in his 19th season. And I'll tell you what Billy said about playing here in Kingsport when we come back on the other side. 1-2-3 inning for LSU Alexandria, and we head to the 4th on SESN.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself. As the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century, Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
There is a Nash Tampley who was messing with our camera during the break as we stay on him. Nash was all River second team this year. The Red River second teamer from Baton Rouge Community College for finding his way to LSUA. LSUA looking to get on the board. That one's going to be sky high, just in the shallow right field area for Brian Espinoza to make a play. Nash was having fun with it during the entire break.
Was testing me with my camera skills.
That brings up Dalton Wilson here, the designated hitter who reached on a walk back in the first. 2 base runners so far for LSUA, one of them at the dish right now as Justin Jackson delivers a strike. You know, we were talking before the break about Tennessee Wesleyan, and it's not true home field advantage because, of course, you're not playing in your own ballpark, but this has become, here in Kingsport Hunter Wright Stadium, a second home. They have played here so much over the course of the past couple of years, even for just this, you think about just this team alone. 3rd consecutive AAC tournament championship. All of those are always played here. 2024, the opening round was here in Kingsport that they won. 2025, last year, they won against Columbia College here in Kingsport, and now back in Kingsport again here in 2026.
Yeah, they've played more and won more here than the Kingsport Axemen at this point.
Yeah. And the Kingsport Axemen are really good. If you don't know the Appy League, they're a really good team. But Tennessee Wesleyan has certainly dominated the course here in Kingsport. Last year they did it as the 1 seed. They actually had to play back-to-back games in the championship. There's a strikeout of Dalton Wilson, swinging variety. 4th strikeout for Justin Jackson. 2024, it was a clean sweep. They were the 1 seed. They did the Kingsport Regional in 3 days. Last year, it took a little bit more, an early loss to Columbia College. And then they were able to take down Cumberland's. We're going to get time here and stop the pitcher. That's going to be our first timing violation of the day for anybody. First timing violation, but that is one of those newer additions here in the NAIA. Full use of the timing clock, 20 seconds. And it gets right back in it with a strike, so the count's actually going to go to 1-1. Two outs. Swung through by Landon Langley. And it's 1-2. Just missed. Count goes 2-2.
Yeah, the dugout there. They thought they had the strikeout. A few celebrations a little bit too early.
Tennessee Wesleyan on the 2-2. That one just misses. Jackson wanted it, doesn't get it.
Yeah, he was already off the mound.
Langley knows the strike zone, though. He was one of the 4 victims of a strikeout in the first inning, or of this game. 3 of them in the first inning. He's going to be a second-time victim of the Justin Jackson fastball, and he is sat down. 5th strikeout of the day for Justin Jackson, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0, our score here on SCSN.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Moving along here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Bottom of the fourth inning here on SESN. Carter Fayed back on the mound to work here in the fourth. He's given up 2 runs. Those both came back in the first, and then a leadoff walk followed by 3 straight outs, and then a 1-2-3 inning in the third have settled him in nicely. Only the 2 walks. The 1-0 is going to be grounded to short, picked up by Langley. He'll throw over to first in time for the putout, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, it's good there. Colton Reynolds last time, he hit it out in a very similar position. It got through last time. This time, not to be, and was nowhere near getting in. The throw was too quick.
That hit last time was an RBI single. It was actually what led to the second run for Tennessee Wesleyan.
I think it's always good to have been against the people that have affected you negatively and stopped them the next time. Seen it with the home run as well.
We talk about those momentum changes and those mindset changes you have to have, not just on if you're on the winning side of a moment, even if you're on the losing side or the momentum killing side, you have to have a response back, and how you answer determines how the rest of the game is going. And right now, Carter Fayed has answered the bell after that first inning.
Yeah, he had a tough start, and he's come out and just calmed it down, made it his game, started playing at his own speed and not letting the Bulldogs dictate him.
One. Grounder through the hole between third and short. That'll be a base hit for Brian Espinoza, and there's the man at first with 1 away.
Yeah, there it is, just finding the gap and getting himself onto first, and we've seen how aggressive the Bulldogs have been once they have somebody on base.
Called strike. Start off the at-bat with Ethan Wright. Tennessee Wesleyan 2 runs on 3 hits. They do have an error today. Actually, sorry, I was looking at the score. It's a long day here in Kingsport. 0-2 the count now. Similar, but different.
when you have lots of games on the same day.
There's so much going on at any given time. We're thinking about the game before, the game coming up, our game in front of us right now. We're all over the place. That one's going to get away, and it's going to be a wild pitch again that advances the runner. Ethan Wright walked back in the second inning. Prior to Brian's hit to get him at first and now at second, Ethan was the last man to reach base. 7 in a row were retired after he walked and got all the way to third on a couple of wild pitches. 1-2. Down, and it's going to be ball 2.
You can see just how aggressive they are being. He was even looking, see, he thought about going to third there. Had to make sure he got back in time. He was halfway down.
2-2. Ground ball to short, picked up by Langley, thrown over in time on the run. Runner gets to third, but there's 2 outs up on the board. Brings up Paul Teal for his second at-bat of the day.
Yeah, this is where you just need Carter Farb to just do what he's been doing so well, just get them out of the trouble. Don't make it something it doesn't need to be this innings.
First pitch, swing in, grounds it foul. Popped out to second in his first at-bat, did Paul. Talked about Carter being one of the most impressive pitchers on this team. That's going to be a foul ball just to the left of the line. Came in with that 4.76 ERA. He was 8-2 on the year. Just about 80 innings of work. Had a season-high outing that was up at 8 innings back against Xavier, Louisiana on March the 7th. A&M Victoria went 7 2/3. That's going to be fouled off to keep the count alive for Paul Teal. Paul batting .205. And stays alive here with an 0-2 count.
Yeah, he's had a couple now. He's just fouled off. Just staying in there. Just being difficult to get out. As that pitching count slowly rises.
.02. Another one fouled away. Paul just staying in the fight.
Yeah, if you can't get a big hit, just stay in, stay alive.
So often we talk about just battling, just being somebody that battles. That's Paul Teal right now.
Yeah, just be difficult to get out.
0-2 again. And we'll do it one more time.
We nearly could have caught that one.
That was coming right at us. We're getting one this weekend. Or, well, I say weekend. It feels like a weekend, but it is this week. Trying to find out who's heading to Lewiston, Idaho for the NAIA Vista World Series. 10 teams make it. 5 of them vying for it here in Kingsport. 0-2 again. That one misses. First ball of the at-bat on what I believe is the 8th pitch of said at-bat. It's one thing we don't have. We don't have the pitch. We got so much going on up here. We can't track that. That one's down again. So another pitch to extend the at-bat.
The Bulldogs will be happy with this. Just kill Farber's arm.
2-2. Lifted, high and deep. This battle is going to be won by Paul Teal.
That's a response.
Foul, 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 foul. Ball, ball, home run.
Patience pays off for the Bulldogs.
Second home run of the season for Teal, and it doubles the lead.
Looked like he was just struggling for so long. It looked like Farber had him for ball after ball after ball, but turns up when he matters.
And then the pitch right after is grounded to second. Reese Jordan is sat down, but Paul Teal, he sent one high and deep to left field. And he makes the score 4-0 here on SESN.
The Baze Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Baze Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
Fun part of being here is where our cameras are located. Whoever's in the first base dugout gets to have the most fun with it. And as they get ready to bat here, LSU Alexandria is down by 4 here in the 5th inning. We're in the top of the 5th. Swing and makes it 0-2. Justin Jackson continues to work. He is retired 5 in a row. Double play in the midst of it, and it would be all the way up to 9 in a row. No swing on the check swing. Nice thing in the postseason is the umpire carousel goes from 3 umpires to 4. Called strike 3.
Justin Jackson is so efficient. He comes, he gets his job done. He doesn't have any more pitches than he needs to, and that's the reason his pitch count's about 20 less. He's just so efficient. There's no messing around. Sends a message to the batter that he's not here for a long time. He's here for a good one.
He's at 54 pitches, like you mentioned, through 4 1/3. Third strikeout in a row, 6th strikeout of the day for Justin Jackson, who is known as that long guy. He can go as many innings as you need. And that's exactly what you want in an opening round matchup.
But the way he's pitching today, it's almost like he wants to pitch tomorrow.
You got to be efficient as all get out to do that. Quickly 0-2 on Trevor Dooley. Called strike 3, 4 in a row, 7 on the day for Justin Jackson.
In, out, job done. No more balls than needed.
3 pitches. If it wasn't for a check swing ball, we'd be in immaculate territory. That one's outside. It would have ruined it anyway. Bouncer jinx.
It just sends a message to the rest of the batters, though, I think. If you're watching the 2 ahead of you out so quickly without even really getting to play.
Shea Thibodeau is going to see a called strike to make it 1-1. 0 for 1 today as Shea flew out to left field. That was where Ethan Wright was standing. 1-1. That one just missed, and it's 2-1. Four nothing our score. Tennessee Wesleyan in front. Fly ball foul. It's going to go 2 strikes on Shea Thibodeau. Just missed. It's 3-2. Can I see that after he stepped off, everybody told Justin to get back on and throw it immediately because the clock didn't reset. Don't want to get another pitch clock violation. 3-2. Ball 4. That one got away. Ends the string of 7 in a row.
Yeah, that's massive for LSUA. Even if it's just to get inside the head of Jackson a bit, try and kill the confidence, the momentum that he was cooking up.
Ross Sadel is going to bat here. He got a hit back in the 3rd inning and was part of the double play. Swings through the first offering from Jackson, and it's 0-1. So Tennessee Wesleyan that was uncertain of what was going to happen. And obviously, they knew they were in. But there was some question on if they'd be the team that got to go to Kingsport from the AAC. There were a couple other options. Think about a school like Columbia. Milligan was another one that people thought was going to be here. But Tennessee Wesleyan gets to call it home for the 2nd straight week. 1-1.
Yeah, it's only down the road from Milligan as well.
Call a strike. Yeah, Milligan right around the corner. One and 2. Jackson has 7 strikeouts, 2 of them already here in this 5th inning. Line drive out to left. Ethan Wright is there. He'll make the grab, and it's going to be the 3rd out here in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 4-0 Tennessee Wesleyan over LSUA.
No. taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Toda mi gente lo siente, 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 toda mi
First pitch as we get the bottom of the 5th inning underway is a called strike. Top of the order is due up. Alan Gil Fernandez leads us off. 1, 2, 3. All up against Carter Fayeb, who's been really good outside of a couple of big hits. 4 innings pitched, 4 runs given up. 1 solo home run, a base hit RBI, and then a 2-run homer back an inning ago for the bottom of the order.
Yeah, he's been a bit unlucky because bar a few bad pitches, he's been really good and really consistent. It's just the quality of Tennessee Wesleyan's really shone through. If they've given an inch, they've taken a mile. So
he at one point sat down 7 in a row himself. We are seeing tremendous pitching here in Kingsport to start off. We saw AJ Fernandez and Kevin Corcoran, who had an ace off, a duel off, whatever you want to call it. Before Indiana Wesleyan's offense got going, it was a 1-0 ball game. We got that game done. Hear this, folks, a baseball game done in 1 hour and 55 minutes. We were moving so quick that we couldn't even get settled up here.
Well, how often are we on time for these events?
We were 3 minutes late for this one, and we had over an hour to get ready for it. 3-2. A foul ball in the box doesn't matter, so they'll redo it. Our next game is scheduled to start at 6 o'clock here. And that's going to be Indiana Wesleyan. Let's take a look while we have a moment at our day 1 schedule. So we already saw our final in day 1. It was a 5-0 win for Indiana Wesleyan. So as this game concludes, it will be Weber International against Indiana Wesleyan in a winner's bracket game tonight in the nightcap. And that would be, as of right now, we had about an hour. So we have to, that game has to have an hour in between. So from the last out here, it's an hour in between for Weber International, Indiana Wesleyan. The bonus for Indiana Wesleyan, depending on how they spent this game, I haven't looked out in the crowd. I don't see them here. It looks like Weber is already here watching the game. And I think a little bit of William Woods action over there. I don't know. William Woods and Weber, very identical in color scheme. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. And it will be ball 4 for Alan Gil Fernandez.
It would be one long day if they'd played, stayed to watch, and then played again.
You never know. So I would assume, like last year, there were some moments we talked to some of the guys that were here. That was a crazy amount of teams from all over the place. This is a little bit more regionally focused this year, but I was talking to the guys from Indiana Tech, and they had a similar situation. They actually ended up going back to the hotel, and they felt like that helped them a little bit to get a little bit of a reset. No, now it wasn't, hey, go take a nap or go do don't go swimming or anything, right? But you get a chance to just kind of go lay down in some air conditioning. Last year it was really hot. Today, not nearly as hot, maybe a little bit on the humid side because of the rain that's been in the area. 0-1. Call the strike, and it's 0-2 quickly on Rob Gordon.
Yeah, but those hours of just being able to sit there and do nothing. Like,
literally.
Just sit there inside. I think that would help as well.
All these schools are schools over, so you're at a point where really for the past 2 weeks, it's just been baseball 24/7. That's all you have to worry about. That one's going to get away. Gil Fernandez is going to be able to make the turn. He will head for third as he gets all the way down to the bullpen. Long throw, and it's just off the mark. And Gil Fernandez gets all the way to third from first on the error.
Yeah, ruthless play from Gil Fernandez. He saw the opportunity. We thought he was going to stop at second, but no. He was making it to third. He finds himself in a very good position now with 0 outs.
Rob Gordon in the box, who's 0 for 2 today.
And that just shows one little error can really affect you playing against the best teams.
So the hit pitch puts a runner at first and third, and that's going to bring out Coach Gotro. And that will be the end of the day for Carter Fobb. New pitcher is coming in for the Generals, and they're going to try and slow down this Tennessee Wesleyan offense that has been able to put up some runs. We'll be right back on the other side here on SCSN.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Jack Cohen is the new pitcher from West Monroe, Louisiana, the junior from the right side, transferred from Baton Rouge Community College. Comes in facing heart of the order.
Yeah, he doesn't come in the best position, of course. 2 already on base. They're not his, but still, nonetheless, he'll be hoping to get his team out of a bad position.
2-0 on Josh Shelley. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Like I said, runners on the corner. Nobody out. Runner takes off. They will hang on to it and let him have it. Rob Gordon is a speedster, and he uses all of it and puts 2 ducks on the pond for Josh.
And this is not a bad position to be in with the person at bat with 61 runs batted in this season.
Make it 62. Make it 63, and it is a 6-0 score here. Josh Shelley gets a 2 RBI single right back up the middle and does, like what we've been talking about, exactly what he does best. Let's get base knocks.
Yeah, if you give someone like him any opportunity to drive someone home, it's probably the last person you want to be facing as a new pitcher.
So the lead up to 6, and obviously going to keep pushing for more. High fly ball to center field off of the bat of Balania, and it'll be caught for the first out here in the 5th inning. You say that because, you know, the run rules are important, and you don't think about them. You don't want to run up the score, but in college baseball, I'm not saying that they are by any means, but in college baseball, you don't even get to have that conversation until the run rule distance is intact.
Yeah.
Then you can start talking about it a little bit, but until then, score at will because pitching is at a premium.
Yeah, if they can protect Jackson and even give him a chance of playing the next game, I mean, it'd be a tough ask, but protect him as much as you can and also protect the rest of the team. Just keep them fresh.
Runner takes off. It will be a stolen base for Shelley. It's another runner in scoring position for Colton Reynolds.
And it was this exact combination last time. Well, not last time, but Colton Reynolds driving home Josh Shelley from second base for the second run of the game.
That was back in the 1st inning. Shelley takes off again. This time, Hill's going to be thrown out. Got a little greedy on a ball that just got away from Rothschild, and Evan was able to make a play and get back to it and catch Shelley coming off the bag.
First time he's been caught all season as well.
Yeah, and a pitch into the dirt, too. Usually you don't see that happen, but that throw to third is a lot easier for catchers than a lot of people think. You think throwing down to any base and throwing down to second so easy and throwing to third's a little bit of an adjustment, but that throw to third it's easy.
Oh, it's one of them. You accept it for Shelley because he's been successful today, stealing bases. You can almost take the one when you're leading by 6 runs.
Yeah, you're just trying to generate more.
You almost respect the aggressive, sort of ruthless type of play.
And so now with 2 outs and the 3-2 fouled straight off, we'll do it again with Colton Reynolds. Called strike 3. Jack Cohen is able to get out of the inning without giving up a run. That was credited to him. So we will head to the 6th inning. Our score 6-0 in favor of Tennessee Wesleyan.
Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Buffalo's Cafe for the football season.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back here on SESN.
Yeah, I need to work out how to. But
1-1 here as we get going in the 6th inning. 1 on the outside, and it's 2-1. There's a called strike for Justin Jackson, who goes 2-2 here. 6-0 is the score here in Kingsport, Tennessee. We're at Hunter Wright Stadium. This is SCSN and our partners at Urban Edge TV. It's going to be downstairs, and it's going to go to 3-2 here on Lane Pathin. That one just missed, and it's going to be a walk for Lane. Top of the order comes up now. So runner on, just like the doctor ordered for LSUA. LaBruya is in. Justin Jackson continues to work as that one's fouled back. LaBruya is 0 for 2 today. Torsley has been a good leadoff hitter. I'm looking around. We'll get some scores for you from around the NAIA in the opening round here for those second games, and some of them the first, but this one is a long fly ball out to right field, and it just gets knocked down. Felt like he got all of it, but just not enough to the warning track for an easy fly out. So hard, especially out to right field. But it just often, it just gets, ball just dies when it gets up in the air. You got to hit it through this.
it's almost like hitting it uphill.
Yeah, and you almost are in a way. We're buried here right in the midst of the mountains in Kingsport. You can kind of see them behind the outfield wall, but that's all mountain. Kingsport, of course, in a valley of the Tri-Cities. Johnson City, Bristol, and Kingsport. Oh, interesting thing there. So you're allowed to have a 28-man roster, right, for the postseason. Pitch on the outside. No, it was called a strike, 1-1. 26. Some fans don't like that call. 26 of the 28 on the traveling roster for LSU Alexandria are from Louisiana. 2 of them are from Texas. As that one's back up the middle, grabbed by Gordon, thrown over, and I'll get to tell you more about the hometown of this team when we come back, because Rob Gordon has interrupted story time with a double play. 5-3 or 6-3 double play to end the frame. It's still 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here from Kingsport. We mentioned the beautiful mountains here in Kingsport, Tennessee. And, well, for some of this Louisiana roster, this LSU Alexandria roster, 2 of which are from Texas, the rest are from Louisiana. For some of them, it's the first time that they've ever seen mountains, period. You know, when Louisiana, you're down there and you stay kind of close to home and you stay in your state, there's a lot of great NAIA programs, but you're also down south, so you're able to bring in a lot of those northern teams. They don't have to travel very far to play their baseball games. So for some of these guys, this is the first time they have seen mountains. And when I talked to the head coach, Cody Gotro, he said, it's weird because for me, I was in a similar boat. We were playing, and in my regional, I hadn't been north in my entire life, so it was the first time that I had seen him. So I had to explain the feeling as we see the ground out to start off here at the bottom of the 6th inning. I had to explain the feeling to these guys of what you're seeing. Like, you are in the Appalachian Mountains right now. Like, this is mountain country. This is what they are. And you almost have to have a moment where you get into Kingsport. They got in yesterday for their practice day and everything, or on Saturday. You have to have a moment to just let everybody kind of appreciate where they're at. And that was the thing, is they had a team moment, see another ground ball as they're just trying to not allow this story to happen. They had to have another moment of a team that came together. Now, we talked about it. They took 2 weeks off. Well, the seniors thought that their season was over, so they had already shedded the tears on the field, their home field, when they lost that series. And now they come back in all together. And now you're, like I said, playing for whatever you want, playing however you can, playing loose and free. But they're still going through these emotions as a team together, and one of those being seeing mountains for the first time.
Well, is that not the most special thing about playing college sports, is getting to go to places you would never, ever go? How many of these kids would never, ever go to Kingsport, Tennessee? And you're right. Sometimes you just have to admire the surroundings. Kingsport is a very nice facility. It's almost like one of those ones you see on social media where there's the greenery surrounding it and the mountains.
If we had a drone, I would take it up there and show everybody how incredible it is and where we're located here at Hunter Wright Stadium. But hey, they held on long enough for us to get through that story. A quick inning, 1-2-3 for LSU. Exactly what they needed. We head to the 7th here in Kingsport.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Welcome back here on SESN as we get ready for the 7th inning of work here between Tennessee Wesleyan and LSU Alexandria. The Generals and the Bulldogs. 6-0 score in favor of Tennessee Wesleyan.
Yeah, Tennessee Wesleyan, they've been so consistent, so relentless. The pitching's been of top quality from Justin Jackson. The batting's been very good. Every time there's been an opportunity for them to swing and be aggressive, they have. And that's what's got them here. And that's what's got them into this 6-0 lead.
0-2 the count here. Leadoff man is Dalton Wilson for LSU-A. They've worked through some tenacity, I'll call it, throughout the year. Weber International is starting to warm up, the #1 seed, an at-large #1. That's going to be a drop third. They'll complete the strikeout with a 2-3, and it will be the first out. And it will be the 8th strikeout for Justin Jackson.
Well, he's been the man that's been almost in control of this game. The game's been played at his speed. Literally, he got the timing violation.
That was it.
And he's just shown his quality.
Double play in the midst of it again, but has only seen 3 base runners. Let's take the whole game. 4 base runners all game. LSU-A has 1 hit.
Well, when you're a Tennessee Wesleyan player and you're out in the outfield somewhere and you just know that you're going to have a reliable pitcher and your job is catch the ball when it comes flying towards me. It's not going to be too difficult.
They're going to try and bunt their way on. It's going to roll foul for Landon Langley. A little shocker bunt from the 4-hitter to try and get something going.
Yeah, I don't mind it taking risks. Almost doing something a little bit different because Jackson's got everyone's number for now.
So 1-2 the count for Jackson. Already has 1 strikeout to go here in the 7th inning. A 6-0 score. A nice lead and cushion with him being at about 85 pitches. Called strike 3. 9 strikeouts for Justin Jackson. Continues to dice up this Generals lineup.
You can only imagine how demoralizing it would be for the Generals, just knowing that the pitching general himself is pitching at you so consistently, so quick as well.
He's working very fast. New age of the communication devices, the watches that these teams are allowed to use now. There's a ground ball. Will it roll back fair? It will not. Foul territory slopes ever so slightly towards the dugout. Got a quick second here. 1-1 is the count. So taking a look around the NAIA. One game to keep an eye on. Milligan is down 6-0 against British Columbia. UBC, that is. Indiana Tech and Abraham Baldwin at 7-6. We'll go over some more throughout the rest of this game, but there's been some really good game twos. Some game ones had some thrillers. Justin Jackson has been a highlight reel on the mound here in this one, the 2-1. Called strike to make it 2-2. Ball on the outside. Jackson wanted it.
Yeah, he was already halfway to the dugout.
Ground ball. Shelley makes the play. Jackson covers. PFPs are strong for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. 1-2-3 inning for Justin Jackson, who continues to throw efficiently here as we head to the stretch here between the Bulldogs and Generals. First pitch swinging is Reese Jordan, and there's going to be a bobble at first. Ideally, and that's going to put a base runner on. So second error of the game. Alan Gil Fernandez now will bat. That's Frank Osborne. I'm Matt Kibbe here with you on SESN. Our score is 6-0 in favor of Tennessee Wesleyan, who has really had the offense that has been building and building over the last couple of weeks, and it's turning at exactly the right time.
Yeah, and it's a perfect combination of good, ruthless attack and then Justin Jackson. You've got everything you need with that.
When you have Justin Jackson on the mound, all you need, it feels like, is one run, and that's enough. It has been the case today. A big lead pickoff going. Jack Cohen is on here for LSU Alexandria. 0-2 swung through, and it's strike 3.
Yeah, it's been a good start to this innings from Cohen. I mean, Cohen's not done bad at all, actually, since coming in. He came in a very bad situation, and he hasn't given away from his runs.
Yeah, the runs that he gave up were inherited. It was second and third, and it's hard for any pitcher to put down Josh Shelley. Throw down to second in time again. What an arm from Evan Orofo-Scandal.
Yeah, that is an unbelievable throw. And we've seen how often Tennessee Wesleyan have been going to steal bases, and it was only a matter of time before some of these were going to start paying off, and I believe the last 2 have been caught stealing.
Yeah, the last base runners that, with Cohen on the mound, have been caught by Evan behind the dish, and that actually helps out and makes up for the error. So now you're right where you were had the first pitch and first out been made. Rob Gordon will send one high and deep out to right field. This is hooking, diving, not able to make the grab. Just out of the reach of Lane Kratzer. All-out effort from Lane.
Yeah, it was almost like a goalkeeper in soccer type dive, diving into the distance. Went behind, bit of fence we couldn't see.
We're going to play a game throughout the day. How many soccer references can Frank make to compare to baseball? There's a lot that you can, and certainly right. A soccer goalie diving is a great use and a great comparison. Because he did, and it's often like, you kind of mentioned a little bit, but like PKs.
Yeah.
Because you can't nonchalantly dive. It's either you're all in or you're all out. We'll end up losing Rob here, and it will be a walk. So Jack Owen now with a runner at first. 2 away, down by 6. His team needs to get back in the dugout to hit. First pitch called strike on the outside here to Shelley.
Yeah, Shelley drove home 2 last time at bat, I believe, and they're going to steal again.
And they got him again! Evan Orofo-Scandal is throwing out Bulldogs left and right. 3 last stealing attempts have been caught stealing by Evan. That's going to send us to the 8th inning. Our score, 6-0. Bulldogs in front still.
The Baze Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Baze Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
Justin Jackson back on for his 8th inning of work. And he has been efficient. 8th inning, he's at 92 pitches. Called strike, and it's 1-1. Longest outing this year for Jackson has been 8 innings. He did it in his last start against Montreat. The difference there, it was a similar performance to this one, except there he struck out 15 batters. He's got to get 6 more of those if he wants to do that here, and he could do that technically.
It's still possible.
He gets 1 to make it 10. And it is 1 out here in the 8th.
So 5 to go.
And well, you look at it, and the pitch count wise, he's at 96. So let's average that out to 4 a batter. What was that end at? Math is not my strong suit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Math
We're
101.
college educated, and we can't add this up.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Ugh.
Intro to math.
You guys can figure that one out on your own. If he does it in 3, that's 12, and that puts him at... Oh, no. I didn't have the calculator up.
Oh, no, you did a math.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Someone in the comments.
He'll be in the 110s. If you're, yeah, that's actually a good point. If you are watching on YouTube, on SCSN, you are able to interact with us and comment. So feel free to do that if you'd like. All right, so there will be a 4-pitch at bat at least here with that ball on the outside. 1-2 the count for Jackson. Just got his 10th strikeout, looking for his 11th. He's put the team on his back, and they've given them the offensive support as well. Rob Gordon has it hit off his heel of his glove. And that will be a base hit for Shea Thibodeau.
And that's what the Generals need to do. They need to just get on base and give themselves a chance. Make the Bulldogs ask themselves questions. Make them a bit more uncomfortable than it. Because to be honest, it's been relatively comfortable for Tennessee Wesleyan.
Yeah, only a couple of base runners. That was just the 2nd hit of the game as it was awarded for Alexandria. They have to just get base runners on, and there's going to be a big swing and a miss from Evan Arulfo-Shandel, who has been great behind the dish these last couple of innings. 3 caught stealing, and that's helped keep this game at bay. Time is called.
Like we said, he's playing it at his own pace.
Yeah, that's just the 2nd warning he's got. That's a warning for his eye contact. Called strike, and it's 0-2. Jackson versus Arulfo-Shandel. Looks like the Indiana Wesleyan team has populated Hunter Wright Stadium again. Weber International is warming up. That game is scheduled for 6 o'clock. We were starting today in a little bit of rain, but the benefit of the style of rain that we had is that we were able to start exactly on time. There were questions on if we would or not. There was a potential that we were going to have to start that game at noon or start that game at 1, and that would have just derailed the entire day, but we didn't have to. And we've gotten 2 games because of it that have been great. And most importantly, as I knock on wood, on time.
Can't always say that for a tournament.
You got to be very careful, but like, it's not to be said that we don't want to watch a ton of baseball and be here, but you want to stay on time because that just keeps everyone's clock internally in the right spot. You don't want to have a game go long and then you're delaying when the next pitcher can start warming up and going through. Baseball is a routine game. Yeah. These guys want to go through a specific routine, and that can kind of get out of sorts when you're in a tournament setting. So they try and build that in with how much time they have. There's going to be a pickoff. Got him. Justin Jackson feeling it as he walks off the mound for the 2nd out here in this 8th inning. He gave a head bob. He was feeling it, and he looked at all of his guys and said, I am on one right now.
And you can't blame him because he has been excellent. But back to your point about the timing and the rhythm. I've already touched on the softball game as he walks with the hit by pitch. I already touched on the softball game at the tournament last week where Reinhardt were there for a 1 o'clock start and didn't start until 11 o'clock at night. And they lost, so.
It's crazy. Yeah, playing long games, and last year we had a similar situation. At one point we were in an hour or so rain delay here between Louisiana Christian and Cumberland's University. Not to be confused with the University of the Cumberlands, which I will own up to and say officially on air for the first time that I made that mistake, and I actually emailed the University of the Cumberlands to get information last year instead of Cumberland University.
Did they reply?
They did, and they sent me in the right direction, so good job to them. The Patriots.
They could have just given you some terrible
They could have messed with me. They definitely could have, but they were hosting their own tournament that they had to work through. We're going to get Justin Jackson a new ball. He is at 109 pitches. This is now a season high. Called strike 1 and 2 again here on the 9th spot, Lane Pathin.
Keep seeing him look at that pickoff attempt again. That's how we got the last one.
The 1-2 from Justin Jackson. Lifted. Out to right field. He is going to have 8 shutout innings against LSU Alexandria, and a dominant performance from Justin Jackson in 110 pitches. He strikes out 10. They'll try and get him a couple more runs, and then they'll give it to the back end of the bullpen to shut things down in the 9th. We'll be right back here on SESN. Alexandria and Tennessee Wesleyan in a fight here for an advancement to the winner's bracket.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back here on SESN. Jack Cohen is back on the mound again in one of those moments where you're trying to limit the pitching, so only the second pitcher used. And just got to get 3 outs here. And if you're able to score 6 runs, then you worry about that when you have to worry about that. If it has to be Jack that goes back out there, you do exactly that.
Yeah, you just have to do the first part of the job before even worrying about the second.
So Jack's job here in this instance is to get 3 outs without surrendering any runs. He's been good at that so far. The only runs he's given up were inherited, And it was on a base hit from this man right here, Joshua Shelley. 1-1, fouled away, and it's 1-2. Our next game tonight, Indiana Wesleyan against Weber International. 1 seed versus the 4 seed. They will await the winner of this game tomorrow. Loser of this game plays in an elimination game. Long fly ball out to center field. That one sneaks over the wall. Josh Shelley goes yard and extends the lead to 7.
Well, that is what he does. That is why he's one of the best players in the country. I reckon you could say that relatively confidently. .415 batting average before today. 12 home runs before today, and he's been ruthless. Takes the lead to 7.
Mentioned his 13th home run of the season. Another hard hit ball out to right field. That one will be caught on a line by Lane Kratzer, and that's the first out.
Yeah, that's sort of going to be expected when you're hitting it as aggressively and hitting for the top of the mountain like Tennessee Wesleyan are. Going to have some fly out.
You don't really have much of a choice against this Tennessee Wesleyan team but to pitch to them, because they're either going to be patient and take a walk, or they're going to hit it, and you got to rely on your defense, which Alexandria has done all year long. But the one component of their game is their offense, and that's the only thing that has been able to get going. Now, they'll get the benefit in the 9th, and I don't know if you can call it much of one, but they won't see Justin Jackson. Off the glove of Cohen. Picked up, and it's going to be an infield single for Colton Reynolds. And almost one of those plays where you don't want the pitcher to kind of attempt at it, because it probably turns into an out in the infield. But Cohen doesn't know that. He doesn't know exactly where his fielders are, so try and make a play on it.
Yeah, you'd be having conversations with him if he got out of the way and there was nobody behind him and it runs all the way out.
You can't fault the effort, that's for sure. So now you'll see Brian Espinoza bat. 1 for 3 today. That base hit came back in the 4th inning. Of note, and I'll mention it because Alexandria has a pitcher warming up now in the bullpen. But I will mention it, if Tennessee Wesleyan goes on and scores the most runs they've scored in an inning today, which would be 4, that would end it. You could walk it off and end this in a run rule, and then you don't have to use any other pitching as well. So that's what they're shooting for here with 1 out. 3-0, ball 4. And that's also part of the thing that if you're LSUA, you might want to prevent a little bit. You don't want to give up runs, and we'll see a timeout here with runners at first and second after the walk. Ethan Wright is the batter. And it looks like a new pitcher is going to come on and try and shut the door. The winning run that would end this game in the 8th is at home. And Ethan Wright when we return on the other side of this timeout.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself. As the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century, Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Welcome back here. Jacob Brignac is the new pitcher. A freshman is coming in here in the 8th inning. Last time he pitched was in March, the 21st of that month, against Texas College. Has 9 1/3 innings pitched this year. His job right now, get outs and doing in as little pitches as you can.
I don't mind that at all, actually, bringing in a freshman. The game, I don't want to say it's done, but the Bulldogs have probably got 1 foot in the next round. Give a freshman a chance playing in nationals. Give him the experience of doing it. Come back next year and have had a whole nother year under his belt.
That's going to drop. Everybody has to go station to station because it looked like it might have held up just long enough for Cameron Parks to get underneath it and make a diving catch. So the bases are going to be loaded now here for Paul Teal, who I might add will be pinch hit for. I won't add it, actually.
It's his home run earlier. Is that what you're going to add?
I was going to add about the home run, yeah. And instead, it will be a left-handed batter to face the righty. Cody McGill is going to get the pinch hit here. You have re-entry rules here, so that could be part of it as well. But again, if that runner from third or from first scores, the game will be over. There is only 1 out as well, so the 1-0 is a 1-1 now after the pitch misses or catches the outside corner. You can see the game plan here that Billy Berry is going for. Try and score that run, so the only pitcher you have to use today is Justin Jackson. Fouled back, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, you could not blame him one bit. Just get that extra innings rest.
That's the name of the game. It doesn't seem like 1 inning would make much of a difference, but think about this. The average inning across baseball is typically about 25 pitches. 20, well, more so 20. But 20 pitches could mean a day's rest for some guys who maybe aren't used to it as much. Pinch hitter strikes out swinging.
And even more the mental side of not having to have even used a pitcher, and you can save a pitcher who is, okay, maybe 20 pitches isn't too much, but you can save them and they're completely fresh for tomorrow.
Reese swings through the first pitch. The freshman is ahead, 0-1. Got the first out via a strikeout after the base hit was off of him. Bases loaded for the Bulldogs. Downstairs, and it's 1-1. One. high on the infield. It'll be caught. We will head to the 9th. Tennessee Wesleyan 3 outs away from advancing to the winner's bracket. LSU Alexandria needs some miracles to happen here. Down by 7. We head to the 9th on SCSN.
Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Buffalo's Cafe for the football season.
This is the vibe for Justin Jackson as he comes back onto the mound here in the 9th. He's at 111 pitches. 10 strikeouts, 4 walks, no runs given up. Only 2 hits for Alexandria. His first pitch is a strike here in the 9th, going for a complete game. What if I told you, how many of you would believe that the first 2 games here in Kingsport could have a complete game from 2 different pitchers?
I was about to say that. I reckon he's watched the game earlier and gone, I'm not going to be the one who doesn't.
What you can do, I can do better, and he's done that with 1 more strikeout, but a couple more walks to go with it if we're going to look at that head stat line. First out will be a ground ball to Rob Gordon. He'll throw over in time for the putout, and there's 1 away. Top of the order is due up here. It's notable because that has been able to get some production for Alexandria this season, but not today against Justin Jackson.
Or the other way to look at it is Jackson probably knows his arm's going to hurt in the morning. Is it going to hurt that much more, the 25 more? Potentially not 25 more.
Well, helping you swing at the first pitch, and Rob Gordon, who has been an all-fielder this year at short when he's been able to play in the position, continues to make great plays, and that will help with that pitch. Count goes down to 114, and now he's got a little bit more to work with, and you certainly won't see him until you could potentially see him on a Thursday, depending on what happens, but you're more than likely exhausting Justin Jackson here on Monday. So first 2 outs, ground outs to short. We'll see what the last one has to offer here in Kingsport for game number 2. Dalton Wilson is the batter. He'll swing out to right field. Tennessee Wesleyan behind a complete game shutout from Justin Jackson will take down LSU Alexandria by a final score of 7-0. Justin Jackson puts the team on his back, does it in 116 pitches. He strikes out 10 and gets the win in complete game fashion.
Yeah, Tennessee Wesleyan were ruthless from the start, literally from the first at-bat. They came out flying, and they never really took that foot off the gas at all. Justin Jackson, we thought he was going to be rested for that last innings, and
I didn't think his pitch count was, I thought it was high enough that he'd take him out, but you know, when you do it and come back out and you do 5 pitches in the 9th inning, that will help out tremendously as well. So Tennessee Wesleyan wins, and they advance to the winner side of the bracket. They will await the winner of our game tonight between Indiana Wesleyan and Weber International. LSU Alexandria will play in the elimination game tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. against William Woods. That's going to do it for us here. We have about an hour until game time between Indiana Wesleyan and Weber International. That is our winner's bracket game coming up. We see the number 1 team in the bracket take on Indiana Wesleyan. That's going to do it for Frank Osborne. I'm Matt Kibbe. We'll see you for game 3 of the day in a little bit here on SCSN.
The Baze Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Baze Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
My West Hollywood story is exploring the iconic boulevards, endless shopping, and beautiful galleries. Inspiration is endless in West Hollywood. The neighborhood tells stories of established and emerging artists. You will find fashion and styles from all over the world here. A California sunset is the perfect way to end our day. We will take VIP tickets to this show every night. Our vacation is just getting started. This is our West Hollywood story. Come and find yours.
LA Galaxy belongs on the best surfaces. Whether you're the best player or the best fan, every goal, every tackle, every last-second battle, it all requires precision, performance, and passion. The LA Galaxy trust AstroTurf to provide the best surfaces, because champions deserve the best. AstroTurf, the official synthetic turf and hybrid field building partner of the LA Galaxy.
My dad was a farmer. And when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Firearms are the #1 cause of death among kids, but we know that healthcare workers can make a huge difference. This is why prevention is absolutely critical. It starts with listening to the community, leaning in on those conversations to better inform what is the approach that you want to take. You are the champions for change. You can be the catalyst for integrating firearm injury prevention strategies into your practice and really benefiting your community. Let's agree to agree that we all have a role to play in ending this crisis.
In Major League Baseball, you could dream with no limits. You could become your hero. Steal the show. Or even start a new club. You can meet the moment and exceed the hype. You can write a new chapter of history and let your city dream again. This season, anything can happen.